EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Rodgers now on first down.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch. Right left! Hey, come on now.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Right here. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Five.
Mike 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man is Addison complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You must be going to 54. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. We're going to 54, going to 54.
Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 46. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 81. Check out 49. Check 49. We're going to 54. 96.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
47.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 31, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Hey, 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Packers 6. Cowboys 3.
Got 4 down, 4 down. 18. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Also over here. Check. Kill. Switch. Deuce.
Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We got 4. Mike 35, Mike 33.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 30. Check. Hold. 54. Oh, dang, punt. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Inside.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Come on, QB, come on. Inside. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, kill! 47. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I got it. 26.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go, get out there. 4 down. Mike 35, Mike 26.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw again. Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Gallup away and bring up 2nd down.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Chance. Check 26, check 26. Watch safety green. Hey, black.
Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The take, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready? Shoot! It's all right. Check 99.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 40 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott on first down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. We'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 24, check 24. Check. Here we go, 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jim.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Switch, 47. 35, Mike, roll. Let's go, tight end, let's go.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott now, the tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Under. 46. Mike, 35. Trump. Yo.
Prescott yet again. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
35's the Mike. We ain't giving up nothing. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now it's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Watch the
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Blue 58, 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Oh, you got deep? Run. Bravo. Check Mike 54.
Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Cowboys 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You must be Drew. Mike 54. Hey, check 26. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, It's Jones, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Tight right. Three down. Look at you.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey, Delta. Come to wild work. We want. Box it. 54's Mike. Check.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. 35's the mic. Then we're going to 53. Let's get some penetration. Undercrush. Bang. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Here we go, 46. Delta. Here we go. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 35. Here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Under. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Ricky. We're go 47. 50, Mike's 50. All day. Alert 3. Check 4. Check. We're going to 53. Here we go. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
54, 1 35's the mic. 26.
He's back to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go, 47. 35's the mic. Go, get out there. 35's the 26.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Geronimo Allison. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. 35's the mic. Hey, Charlie. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Rodgers looking to throw. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.